Hi, it's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for May 19th through May 25th of 2029. And that was some full moon in Scorpio last night, wasn't it? Hopefully you got to see it and that you had clear skies. So super powerful. And because of that, I'm feeling, well, not just because of that, but because of that, I'm feeling I really want to continue using seer stones. Now, last week I used the rose quartz seer stone. By the way, it's hot as hell in here, and there's no air condition. I don't have the air conditioners in yet, so I have the fan going. I used the rose quartz seer stone. I want to continue with that energy and use the clear crystal quartz seer stone and the smoky quartz seer stone, because the cards this week, as chosen by my cat, my familiar Missa, she chose the deck, excuse me, and then she chose the cards. You'll see the photo if you haven't seen it already. These cards are really in alignment with what's going on in the world, what we're ramping up to. I chose the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Well, I didn't choose them. She did, the cat. Mystical Shaman Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed. It goes perfect because I was in shamanic ceremony Friday night. I entered into it and stayed in that mode for 14 hours. I'm a new person. Well, we're always emerging. And so I'm feeling very reconnected with my origins. The first card that will be coming in today into Monday, Tuesday, it's the moon. Goes perfect with that full blue supermoon that we had in Scorpio yesterday. But this particularly is talking to me about the cycles that we're entering into. I'm going to talk more about it. I have so much to say, so much to write, but then I'm just not feeling like doing a video or taking the time out to write it. We do have a lot coming up between now and the beginning of 2020. So the next 12 months are going to be paramount to what's going on. Huge shifts happening. This full moon that we just had in Scorpio, it's about cutting, clearing, getting rid of, preparing, putting up those boundaries, protecting. We're resetting everything right now. There's so much energy and theme work coming off of this full moon, but this is telling me this is about the cycles that we're going in. This reminds us that we can continually die and be reborn over and over and over again. Now we're entering another cycle where we're shedding off the old and we're getting to be reborn into the new. So I know a lot of you have reached out to me, you've messaged me through the different social media platforms, and everybody is really going through a difficult time. So if you too are really heavy, hopefully this full moon in Scorpio last night uplifted you and got you out of that energy. If not, you got to do the salt baths. You need to cleanse. It's a great segue into my next card, which will come in around Wednesday-ish, and it's Taming the Wind. And this card talks about cleansing. So it's represented mostly by feathers and that feather energy. And they're confirming. They are confirming. I'm going to pause you a second. I'm back. It was my daughter and son-in-law coming home from a long weekend. But Taming the Wind, it's talking about cleansing and preparing for these new cycles. But also it's to stand in reverence over how Great Spirit animates everything in our lives. And I was just talking about this at breakfast this morning. I had a lovely house guest. One of my friends, Valerie, came into town and spent the weekend here. That's why I'm late doing this. We were going to do a live show. You'll see, last summer she came down and we did a great live show together. We talked about animal totems and the moon and whatever your moon sign is, the animal totem for that. Anyway, it didn't happen. But yes, so our whole lives are animated before us, full of synchronicities. And so if we can just sit back and watch everything that's going on around us and see how animated and set up it is for us, you would be really amazed at how synchronistic our lives can be. And it's even more interesting because this whole week I've been sitting back in that position and things are just lining up, falling into place, which, great segue to the card that comes in at the end of the week, is the Witness. And that is about taking that back seat, being the observer, non-action, not being lazy. You still have to get some things done, but just sitting back and witnessing everything that's going on in your life and watching how everything comes to life, how synchronicities fall into place. When you sit back in that position of the observer and do nothing, you'll see how things just show up for you in your life, putting things out there into the world, and bingo, they just show up. When you take away your own personal control and want, and you just say, hey, I want this to happen, then you sit back and kind of just wait and see what happens, or you disconnect from it completely, bam, shows up. So we wanted to, me and my friends, trying to make arrangements to go see another friend of ours down in North Carolina. And, money is a problem. Money could be an issue. So we're figuring out, and time, how do we make this work? And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Don't you know, in that moment, after we said, you know what, we'll figure it out. We'll see we'll put it out there. We want to go on this trip. We'll put it out there, and then we'll sit back and wait and see how it turns out. And don't you know, in that minute, our friend called and said, by the way, I'm on my way to Pennsylvania in a couple of months. How can we all get together? So that took care of all of our financial issues about trying to get down there and coordinate everything. So see, we just removed the part of how we were going to make it happen. We didn't have to control it. We didn't have to really figure anything out. We were like, yeah, we'll deal with that at another time. And bam, the answer shows up. That's been happening to me for the last couple of months, over and over and over again. So I invite you all to do the same. It's such a part of shamanism to be in this place of reverence and just witnessing what happens and surrendering to the way things happen, and they all work out for our highest good. The shamanic fire ceremony that I went to Friday evening, it put me back into the place where I know I need to be. And it was like a coming back to my roots. It's been nearly a year since I've been in ceremony. And I just realized how much I needed. I needed my tribe. I needed my people so that I can feed myself and come back to myself. But with that said, I really need to spend more time for myself in my gardens, doing that kind of work versus this. I'm going to be here, but I'm really not feeling the desire to do readings. I really just want to focus a lot on me. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to be the witness. I'm just going to surrender and sit back and see how it goes. But don't forget, got to do a lot of cleansing this week. You may want to smudge yourself, Palo Santo wood, sage, smudge your home, palo your home, incense also. Open up the windows, let the air blow through. Get that chi going. This is total body, mind, and spirit cleansing. Salt baths to draw out any of the toxins that you have in you. Heighten your energy and your aura. That's what it's all about right now. So check on Facebook and Instagram Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because I will write more information about the cards and also about the stones that I'm going to use, that I'm choosing to use to go with these, because these are about like taking deep soul vision journeys into what's going on. Stay tuned, because the astrological energy is shifting and it's going to be huge. Do yourselves a favor. I said this last year. I'm going to start saying it again. Start putting some cash money away. Our financial systems, I feel, are going to be changing. Government's changing. Powers are shifting. We're in a really big state of flux right now, but things are going to start to get bigger for the better, But, growing pains, they'll be happening. I think that's all I really have. Game of Thrones finale tonight for all of you Game of Thrones fans. I'm looking for dragon eggs, hopefully. I'm hoping that the dragon laid secret eggs somewhere and we have little baby dragons. I think Khaleesi is going to get killed tonight. Pretty much everybody will get killed tonight. Let's see who's left standing. If there's any Game of Thrones fans out there, holla at me. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends. Give me a thumbs up, comment me, let me know what's going on in your lives. Let me know how you're feeling, because like I said, so many people are reaching out to me telling me how crappy they're feeling. Don't be alarmed. Don't worry, because it's the energy. It's the energy. And I wanted to point out, speaking of the energy, we've been having solar flares, which one of our viewers, Catherine, pointed out to me the other day. And that does affect us. It affects our aura. It affects everything that's going on. It throws us off balance. So, yeah, solar flares. And be careful, because, that is exposure to radiation. But, stay grounded. Go earthing. Take your shoes off. Walk around in the grass. Walk around in the ocean and the rivers and the creeks, on the beach. Get down. Get grounded. All right. That's it. Enough of my craziness. Until next week. Peace and blessings. Thank you. Bye. I'm back. I totally forgot. Sun's moving into Gemini this week. What? Tuesday, May 21st, Sun moves into Gemini. Happy birthday, me. And all you Geminis out there. Yes, tomorrow, Monday, May 20th, will be the last day of Taurus at 29 degrees. So it's another huge shift. Sorry about that, but I had to give a shout out to the Geminis. All right, see you next week.